All right, I think we're about ready to get going. All right, can't wait. Let's see here. It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist, and we help you make more sales with less effort. And I'm so excited today because we're going to be talking about a topic that certainly comes up. I think it's a major concern for small business owners and entrepreneurs. And it's a touchy subject. And it's a question that comes up often, and more than often than not, the question is, how do I do it? Not should I do it? And today's topic is how to recruit sales superstars from another company. Now think about this. Right now, it may come up in your mind, and you may see someone and you say, that person would be perfect for me. And perhaps that person works for another organization, another company, and maybe it's someone you met, and you're like, that person would be great. How do I approach the sales superstar from another company? And I think that's a reasonable question at a reasonable time. I was having a conversation with someone, and they were working with a company. And they didn't want to come across, and maybe that's you, like they're trying to steal the other person. They didn't want to seem like they were plucking someone out, although they were. And they were like, well, Shay, how do I approach them? And I said, well, it's not so much how do you approach them. The first question I have for you, and I have this question for you, what is the number one reason why sales superstars go from one company to another? Let's first understand what's going on in the industry. Let's understand the trends. Let's understand the patterns. Let's step back. Let's slow down if we can and speed up. And I'm going to reveal the answer in just a second. And I think that's one of the approaches. So first, we got to understand the top three reasons. And then, as I was sharing with this person, is it okay if I tell you what I believe they really, really want? So right now, if you had to approach a sales superstar from another company, do you even have a sense on what they would really, really want? Now, obviously, each situation is different. Each scenario is different. But there's this common thread that goes through all of them where there's this commonality. And I boil it down to two. And I've got three reasons, top reasons why they want to leave and what they really, really want. But I want to share with you what we found. Now, first, I want to step back and welcome you to Revenue Talks. I'm so excited. You're here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being the entrepreneur that you are. Thanks for being the winner that you are. And I want you to know that anyone, I believe anyone can become a sales millionaire and make as much money as you want. Also, hiring sales superstars, at least in my opinion, if you want to build a seven-figure sales team, hiring superstars is the most important driver to building a seven-figure sales team. Like, bar none. Forget the technology, forget the marketing, forget the sales scripts. It's hiring that sales superstar and bringing them to your company. And you've got to find them from somewhere. And on the last episode, if you just joined, you didn't get episode number 1, and you're like, shit, I missed that episode, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's make sure you get that episode. But in the last episode, I kind of shared that the number one challenge is sales superstars. They're in such great demand, you almost have to approach them at another company. I mean, they're not just sitting around like, a really good, I solve problems, I have nothing to do. No. We got to know this. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. And let me answer the number one question if I can. And the number one question that we had earlier was, what's going on, Shay? Talk to me. Well, here's a fact. 75%, hear me, 75% of salespeople are selling something that they're not suited to sell. Can I say that a little differently? Can I share with you that 75% of people are not happy at what they sell? 75% of folks who are where they are right now would rather be doing something else. But here's the interesting part. 50%, now I said 75% are unhappy, right? But can I write something down here real quick? Let me put this down. 50% are not at their target. So you got 75% that are just selling the wrong thing, period. And of that 75%, 50% of them are not at their target. So it's no wonder that some folks are just looking. It's not that they're not good. I gave the 5 great characteristics of a salesperson last episode. Hopefully you get that. So hit the notification button. I want to make sure you get that. But then I swing way over here and I'm like, you know what? 50% are just not at their target and they're not happy. So let's walk over. Let's take a journey. Let's you and let's look at the top 3 reasons. Like if I had to give you the highlights and had to step back and had to say, okay, Shay, what are the top 3 reasons why some folks are looking to go? What are some of the highlights, Shay? Let me see. Hit my button right here. Let me go ahead and share with you, if I can, reason number 1. And I think reason number 1 for many of you is going to be important. Go ahead and jot this down in your notes. They feel overworked and underappreciated. And one of the top reasons why some people bolt from one place to another is that they feel overworked and they're not appreciated. And have you ever wondered in your own mind why that's the case? Is it okay if I put up here, feel overworked? But here's the most important part. Not appreciated. I did that with my team early on. I burned them out. They were inside sales representatives, and my belief was you came aboard to be an inside sales rep. How can you burn out? And I didn't really subscribe to the school of thought that, although I heard it, let's do things as a team. Let's do team building exercises. I was just like, look, make the next phone call, make the next phone call, make the next phone call. Just keep on going. Don't stop, no matter what. But then I learned a valuable lesson there. And the lesson that I learned was they can get burned out. Have you ever felt burned out? You ever felt this tired? Or maybe you've been on the other side, you felt underappreciated. So it's one thing to be burned out, but it's another thing was people don't feel like they appreciate who you are and what they bring in. So one of the top 3 reasons why you can approach someone from another company, a sales superstar, is that they get this feeling that it's not about the money. Here, I didn't say about the money. It's not about the money. They just feel overworked. But there's a second part. What if we can make them feel appreciated? At our new company, that's what you are, right? What if we can make them feel appreciated? What if, for example, we let them know that what they do really serves a true purpose? There's a bigger mission. There's this big why out there for the organization. They're part of what's going on. What if we could do that? And we share that with someone that we're talking to because we want to recruit them. See, sales superstars, you can approach them from another company when you come from a place of service, a very soft, a very I want you to feel appreciated. Look. You're here, you showed up, you're building your 7-figure sales team. I've been doing this now 12 years, all the time, full time. I wasn't wired this way. I got laid off myself, didn't know how to sell, finally figured out how to sell after going through a bankruptcy, having my car repossessed, going through a divorce, my business really on life support, like the plug was going to be pulled, I believed. And I was able to turn it around because of these selling skills. And it wasn't just me by myself. I took that next step. I had the sales courage. I started bringing on a team to help. So they feel overworked. They're not appreciated. Okay, Shay. Tell us number 2. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get over here. And we're going to share with you the number 2 reason. Go ahead and jot this down in your notes, please, if you're taking notes. Inadequate tools. I spelled inadequate tools incorrectly. Can you imagine that? Gee whiz, how did I do that? Okay. And oftentimes, we talk to sales superstars, they've complained to me over and over again that their job is overcomplicated. due to the lack of resources. Sometimes they don't have the technology. Sometimes they have poor systems. And in many, many cases, the number one challenge with inadequate tools, the number one challenge is they don't have enough training. So the sales superstars out there, they're doing the best they can, and they don't feel like they have the right training. They don't have the right technology. There's too much paperwork that's involved, especially in today's time. I could see if this was 1970, 1980, maybe through the mid-90s. But in today's time, if the sales superstar, the top 1% of folks, the sales millionaire, the person that earns $500,000 or more a year in commission sales, they want things that are easy. They want to focus on what they do best, identifying someone with a problem, serving them, solving the problem, and then servicing them till the problem is fulfilled. And when you bog them down with too much paperwork and they've got to have these meetings and these conversations, you know what? They're like, you know what? I just don't have it. I don't have the time for that. It's slowing me down. It's not about the money, but they're not growing. And note, I did say at the very bottom, I'll show that to you again, lack of training. Now, I'm not talking about training to come and say, here's how to sell, here's how to sell, here's how to sell. No, no, no. What about the training that says, here's where our industry is going, here are the tools that you need to be a part and ahead of our competition, and here's what you need to do personally. See, I was having a conversation with someone recently, and they were asking this question: how do I recruit sales superstars from another company? That's why I want to bring it to you, because it's a problem, and I know it. And I said, tell me a little about your automation tools. Share with me your infrastructure. Because when you're bringing over a sales superstar, this is important. Now, I'm going to get to today what they really, really want. What they really, really want. What they really, really want. I've got two things that I think they really, really want. But in this episode, I want to focus and make sure that you walk away with the 3 reasons why they move. They go somewhere else. They go somewhere different. I want to share that with you. Okay, next. Now, if you're not appreciated, hello. You don't have the right tools, hello. And you're underpaid. So now here you are. You're out there doing the best you can. And this one is simple. Pay your sales superstars well. Period. And I think it's a false belief in any economy, to think that you're going to gain a bit more by lowering commission rates. And you're still going to retain the talent. I mean, okay, check this out. You're going to lower commission rates. You're going to pay it slower. Yet, you expect to get more out of it. It doesn't work. I can see cutting other areas. Nothing personal. I'm in sales. So we typically pay for ourselves. We go out, we bring in a deal, the company has revenue, everyone gets to, quote unquote, eat at the table. And so when they feel not appreciated, they have inadequate tools, and they're underpaid, now you have a conversation when you're talking to someone. There are 3 areas that they may have of concern that perhaps your company can solve, but you've got to be in a position to be able to solve that problem. Does that make sense? See, hiring sales superstars is the most important driver of building a 7-figure sales team. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. Hey, make sure you get your free gift, by the way. Look below. Follow the instructions. Text the word revenue. Get your gift. Okay, how to recruit. You're ready to build your 7-figure sales team. You understand you're not going to go this alone. It's not all about you. It's about your ability to work with other folks. So let's go ahead and share, if we can, just a quick story, if I can. And I recall when I was working back in 2008, I had my inside sales team, and I met someone who worked for a security company. And their role at the security company was to make phone calls and book appointments. Make phone calls and book appointments. I thought to myself, this would be great for me. And I had a conversation with them. And this was my first time that I recall going after top talent to be an inside salesperson. My first time, I'll never forget it. And I approached the person that was at a networking event. And I'd seen the person several times. And I asked them what they enjoyed most about what they were doing. He liked this manager. He liked what he was doing. I said, okay, this is kind of unusual. Why do you like what you're doing? And he went on to share how he's helping homes and how people feel safe. And to me, it was a lot of mumbo jumbo, but it was the truth for him. I believe he believed that he was saving lives. He was protecting families. And that was important to him. And then I asked probably the dumbest question I could ask. But I asked the question anyway because I didn't know. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. I said, how would you like to work? At this time, it was Partners in Learning. How do you think I work for Partners in Learning? He was like, why would I do that? And I drew a blank. Now, I get it. I'm supposed to be the sales professional. I know how to do this. I'm supposed to write scripts. I didn't know what I didn't know. I drew a blank. So I started sharing with him about my passion of helping entrepreneurs, about impacting lives, about helping them pay for college for their kids and save for retirement and buy the home of their choice and eat well, if you will, have good health care. I went into this thing and how passionate we were because I figured he was passionate and so we're passionate. It's kind of like mix and mirror, if you will, mirror effect. And he said, do you have an auto dialer? Auto dialer? No, we're small company. An auto dialer, by the way, is something that just dials out, dials out, dials out, dials out, dials out. I said, no. Then he asked me about how we track the appointments, which was kind of interesting. Because he's setting appointments. So he wanted to know who else was going to be running appointments. He was more concerned about the team that he'd be setting appointments for because a part of his commission is tied to what they do as well. See, I didn't know what I didn't know. He wasn't underpaid. He didn't have any inadequate tools. He didn't feel unappreciated. I should have taken another approach. But you don't have to worry about that because I'm going to help you take that approach. And I'm going to tell you what I think folks really, really want. Based on that conversation, the person didn't come work for me. I'm glad they didn't. Because in the end, they really did me a favor. Because they made me think about it, and I had been hearing about it, and now I can share it with you, and I've shared it with my clients, and I know with 100% certainty it works. So let's go ahead and talk about a couple of things that you can do as you go out there and take action. Let me give you number one. Let me just write it down. Hold on. Before I even give it to me, write it down. Sales superstars thrive on being, can you guess? Wheel of Fortune? Spin, spin, spin. Being E. Do you know what comes after E? Okay. M. Do you know what comes after M? Don't worry. Let's just give it to him. Let's give it to him. They thrive on being empowered. The person I was talking to, they wanted to be empowered to help make decisions. And when they're empowered to make some of their own business decisions, handle their own internal customers, which in his case would be the inside sales folks, in the best way they see fit, and that their voice, their opinion, or concerns that matters, let's face it, that's where you want to be. You want to have impact not only on your bottom line, but on the company as well. You wanted to feel the self-worth of what was going on. They want to be empowered. So what do they really, really want when you're approaching a sales superstar from another company? Understand the compensation, while that's super important, and you've got to be competitive. I get that. I want you to know what they really, really want. They want to be empowered. They don't want to be the big boss, but they want to know if they make a recommendation, you take it seriously. They want to know that you're always looking for ways to improve. Process improvement is important to them. They want efficiency. They want to be empowered to help with that. Even if it's not there, they want to get in and get their hands dirty, if you will. They want to get on the grind. They want to be part of it. Even today at Peak Performance Institute, Team PPI, one of the things that Trevor and I have learned is that when we work with other folks, let them bring their talents, their treasures, their time, their gift. Let's listen to what they got to say. How can we make what we do better? Not what we do is the answer, but how can we make it better? See, when you come from that place, I promise you, They're going to feel empowered. Now you can approach them. Now you have a conversation. Now you understand why they may or may not be leaving. These are just 3 of the top reasons. Could be a lot. And you talk about empowerment. I'm not telling you got to drag them over or force them or convince them. I'm helping them with your sales logical argument. Hey, hold that one. Hold that one. Hit the subscribe button. I promise I'm going to do an episode on sales logical argument. Just that one alone is going to help you. Okay, we got to go. I understand. Okay. Let's go to number 2. No surprise. Starts with an H. I'll help you out. Happy. I'm happy. Well, what's the song? But you don't want me singing. Salespeople who stay happy, stay on, and keep performing. At the end of the day, they want success, yes. They want freedom of choice, yes. But most importantly, they want to be happy. They want to feel good. And you can help them do that. That's the good news. See, you can bring that on. You can help them to be happy. Now you know what they really, really, really want at the end of the day. Oops. And what they really, really want is they really, really want to be happy. So now you know how you can approach sales superstars from another company. You know the 3 reasons. You know what they really, really want. You know that hiring sales superstars is the most important thing that you can do. And you understand that, and that's important. And that's key. So let's talk about the number 1 takeaway that I want you to have today. What is the takeaway of this episode? Look, I'm going to be doing the next episode. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notification. We're talking about how to build a 7-figure sales team, how to approach, not poach, how to approach a sales superstar from another company. What are they looking for? What do they really, really want? To be empowered and to be happy. But they got to have the right tools. They have to feel appreciated, and they don't want to be overworked. See, you got it. You've now cracked the code. You can do this. So let's go ahead right now. Let's go ahead and share the number 1 takeaway that I want you to have today. What we've talked about, this is why hiring the right sales team in the first place is the single most, I'm going to say it again, the single most, I'm going to say it one more time, the single most critical action you can take to really build your 7-figure sales team. And in many cases, you're going to have to recruit them. In many cases, you have to bring them from where they are to where you are today to accomplish the goals that you're looking to accomplish. Look, you are an incredible human being. You became an entrepreneur because you believe you could make a difference. You are in this industry, which is still sales, which is still the highest paid profession in the world. And you can do this when you have the right tools, you have the right resources. You can make it happen. So with that being said, I'm going to encourage you to do 3 things. I'm going to close with 3 things. Number 1, be humble. Always be serving. Number 2, stay hungry. Keep learning. Keep on going, no matter what. And number 3, always hustle. Give your best effort every single day. Look for how can I be better today than I was yesterday. You do that. And myself, Shay Brown, I'm going to believe in you now. Now, you might not believe you can be humble, that you can stay hungry, that you can always hustle, that you can build a 7-figure sales team. But every single morning when you wake up, I want you to tell yourself this. You can even write it on your mirror if you want. Shay Brown holds the belief for you. Because I'm going to hold the belief for you until you get there. Because someone believed in me. And sometimes you need someone else to believe in you so you can believe in yourself. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist. Make it a great day, everyone. And we're going to make some good things happen. We connect again next time. I'll see you soon.